Amazon.com, it's me, Beau. I test and review all sorts of fun, fantastic things on Amazon so that you don't have to. Hopefully it saves you a bit of time and especially money and a little bit of frustration also. Today I'm coming to you with 4 of some of the most top-selling night lights. And these are automatic sensor type lights that automatically come on when it is completely dark, and they pretty much stay on, which is what I prefer. I don't want something to be triggered on and off based off of motion detection. So I'm going to go from left to right here. First of all, oh, and by the way, I'm going to have links to each of these in the description below, if in fact I can still find them on Amazon. Some of these, actually I think this one I got at Costco, but you can probably find them pretty much anywhere. So first of all, this little guy right here, I'm not even going to show you because it doesn't work. That's right, it got burned out. So there you go, you're welcome. So now let's go on to these right here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and flick off the light so you can actually see a demonstration of this. This one is all metal and it has some fairly sharp edges. However, it is fairly bright. So you can see that it casts down like this down here. And it's big, it's bulky, but be careful, especially if you have little ones like myself, when they're running along the hallway where this is plugged in, they could slice themselves on the edge right over here. So the plus side is it's bright. The downside is it's fairly large and somewhat bulky. By the way, all of these do have the ability to still use the port and the plug down below, which is an absolute necessity. I can't stand the ones that actually take up the entire thing. Okay, so let's move on though. So that one's nice and bright. This one I would say is more of a nightlight type because it just kind of glows. I'm gonna have to actually cover this to simulate it being dark. So see how it just kind of glows nicely? It's really not going to, let's say if you put this in the hallway, you can kind of see a bit of a reflection. If you have a pitch black hallway, it will help. But it's very, very easy on the eyes. So let's say if you put it in the bathroom, it'll give a little bit of a glow as you go and use the toilet in the middle of the night. But just don't expect this to light up the entire hallway. If you have little kids and they just need a night light of some kind, this is pretty cool because it just kind of has a glow like that. It doesn't actually cast it down. Okay, so and oh, by the way, this one can go either this way on the bottom or it can go on the top. So the versatility of this guy is pretty darn cool. As opposed to these guys, these are fairly limited when it goes up or down. So let me show you an example. So this one is, if we were to do it, put it in like so, and this one casts down. And I would say that this is much more minimalist compared to this one. Granted, not as bright, but if you have a pretty shallow hallway, it will suffice just nicely, especially when it's dark out, in lighting up the hallway for you. And this one does cast down, so I would say that this would be best for hallways and not necessarily night lights like for little kids. But it's also fairly small, very minimalist. The edges aren't gonna slice anyone if you happen to be running along and you trip it and you grab it or something like that. So this one, of course, if you were to put it upside down like this, as indicated by the fact that the logo Vont is now upside down, you're probably not gonna wanna do that because I don't know why you want it to be upside down. Now it's glaring into your eyes. But anyway, just in case you're wondering if it does work upside down, yes it does, but you're going to want to keep it like this. But you are going to have to use the top one. If you were to use the bottom one, it is going to cover both of them. So just use the top one on all of these. All right, so there you go. I would say my personal recommendation would definitely not this one. Like, what the heck? It lasted for just like a few days. It got a little scuff mark on it, and it's broken. So it's a shame because I really like the thin profile of that one. But hey, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So there you go. Anyway, I personally would go for these guys for a hallway, and for my little kids' room, I'm gonna go with these guys, or this one right here. So again, the links are in the description, and I hope that this is helpful in determining whether or not one of these is right for you. My name is Beau. I'll catch you later.